Peggy 16.
For this game, we joined Peter when he's about 23 years old. He's just graduated from college, and he's starting his career working as a scientist.
We start Spider-Man off in a place that we don't normally see him. You know, he's been heroing for 8 years, so he's kind of got it down.
Gotcha. Now let's talk.
It's another time in his life that I think people really haven't seen a lot before, but a lot of people can identify with.
I'm sorry I'm late.
We knew that if we wanted to do this character justice and make a game that people will remember, we have to allow the player to play as Peter as well.
Peter has always been a scientist first, and he's coming to terms with the question, or the crisis, am I more valuable to the world? Am I helping more people as a scientist or as a superhero?
You got to think about the confident, the humor-filled, the persevering Spider-Man. But at the same time, though, there's that relatable, vulnerable Peter Parker. And when they collide, they create the ultimate Spider-Man experience.
One of the big challenges for us when we were writing the story is we've got a character who's already great, so how does he become greater? The key thing we wanted to focus on was his relationships with other people. Mary Jane, Miles Morales, Aunt May, they allow him to take on the biggest nemesis he'll ever have to face.
As fun as this game is and as light as this game can be, the stakes are really high, and they never gloss over that. Or they never threw a quip in where it really doesn't feel appropriate.
He uses humor as a defense mechanism. It's his way of kind of getting through tough emotional scenarios in his life.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
What's unique about our portrayal is that he's a little bit older, so he's got a more modern sense of humor.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Sometimes I even leave blanks for Yuri, and I just say, hey Yuri, make up something funny here.
It didn't start out that way. I'd like to believe that that was something I had earned.
It's like my own private vengeance.
As far as how I captured that sort of more experienced Spider-Man in the way I delivered the lines, that was also part of a group effort.
So we looked at a lot of different people for Spider-Man, and when we found Yuri, it boils down to this one. He made me laugh, and he made me cry. And to me, that's Peter Parker, that's Spider-Man.
Wow, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
At the end of the day, it's much of a human story as it is a great superhero adventure. We want to make sure there's something for everybody. You may not be the biggest Spider-Man fan, but there's something about this story and this character that you can identify with.
I try to remember that he's just like any of us who's out there doing this kind of thing, and he likes to have fun.
Peter loves being Spider-Man, much like I think that's why people love this character, because we all want to do that. We all wish we could do that, but we're all at heart Peter Parker, you know.
For the players.